This episode is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor! I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, and Wes Wilson.
Control Point, episode 68, recorded on March 22nd, 2009.
I'm Wes Wilson. I don't know what to do with that. Brent.
Come on, bring it. It's one of those shows. Bring it.
Really?
You can do the Allah, Allah, Allah. That was fun.
Yalla, yalla.
I'm Eric Fullerton. So this week, we have episode 68 for you.
68.
Control Point. Woo!
Yes.
And we have broken a record today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We just broke a record. We got 107 people.
1,000 people.
107,000 people listening to the show.
Yeah, in the chat
Live.
room on our 114.
And where were you? If you weren't there, where were you? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
114, our new record. So if you're listening to this archive, check out deadworkers.com/live and check us out Sundays.
Sunday.
So let's get to the briefcase and open this thing up. It's very heavy. I feel like something inside it is breathing, and we might need to let them out.
Really?
So
I thought you might want to open it, but can you open it and you can see what's in there?
Yeah, I'll look in there and see. Okay, let's see. From here, I can see a 2 TF2 updates, a notebook titled "Obvious Gameplay Points That People Forget." Looks to be Doug Lombardi's left shoe, and oh my God, it's Johnny Napalm.
Oh, holy crap. So stuffy in there.
Johnny Napalm in the house.
I gotta tell you, Doug's shoe smells terrible.
That's actually, we've had a lot of stuff that smells really terrible in that box before.
Yeah. So all the way from Portland, Oregon. Is that right? Is
AKA Stumptown.
Yeah, is Mike Kerfis, a.k.a. Johnny Napalm. You've been in the community for quite a while, and you're one of the mods. So you can kick people and all that good stuff. You kick the ass clowns, basically.
I would almost say not even just a mod, but almost a server admin. He's done quite a bit to get the server up and running when it was running, and then we killed it again. But
Yes.
That was not his fault.
And sometimes, like when I'm on the server, I go, I wish I knew how to do something, and then all of a sudden it just sort of happens magically.
I
go,
that.
It's the Johnny Angel.
Yeah, I do love that.
Better than being called the Johnny Fairy, so thanks for that, Wes.
Nice. Or the Johnny Furry. So you do a lot more, too. You also update the TF2 wiki every single episode that comes out, and you keep up with all the stupid in-jokes that we have on the show. So, by the way, if you're not aware of the TF2 wiki, go check it out.
Holy crap, Johnny. I never knew you did all this.
Every episode.
What do you
know what
do?
I say?
What?
Player of the week.
A player of the week.
We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah, and you update the player of the week every single week, and that's a big chore. So I mean,
that of all of it is the biggest challenge.
Would you wish that we just took player of the week out of there?
No, I don't mind doing it.
Look at that. Look at it. He doesn't mind doing it.
And he does it with a
awesome,
smile.
because you're going to be doing it to yourself. That's what she said.
Oh, good. I'll be a hell of a lot easier to find than everybody else.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, so today, the only thing really different about this setup is Wes doesn't have a laptop. His laptop is kaput, and you're working off...
I'm working off paper this week.
Yeah, from the 19 railroad times.
It's like the original podcast when you just ran off paper or didn't have anything.
Yep, we used to do that a lot. We would all have our show notes printed up, and then we got all laptopy, and then we got distracted. So I'm looking at this like a chance for me to become more engaged with you guys. Which is, I'm sure, what you wanted.
Yeah, because you'll be looking over at us, like trying to get some eye contact. We'll be all typing in the chat room and stuff.
Yeah, looking stuff up,
you.
Trying to find crappy song lyrics.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wes is stuck in the 18th Stone Age. Okay, so let's go on to our status of the week.
Status of the week.
Status of the week.
Status. Weekly status?
Of the week.
Of the week.
I'm just making stuff up.
The status of the week.
Status.
I've been wondering all week long, what Johnny Napalm has been up to.
I actually know some of the stuff he's been up to because I was there.
You were?
I was there.
Yeah, I played this week. I looked for you guys. I didn't see you.
I played yesterday.
Cool. I played yesterday too. That's weird.
That is weird.
What did you do yesterday?
I shot some people and died a lot.
What was your favorite map that you played this week?
Ooh, that's a tough one. We played some Egypt.
Not your favorite map, but what was the best time that you had?
Playing Egypt.
Oh, okay, Egypt, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Had a great time playing Egypt. And then we went to Turbine, and it was fun, but we were getting steamrolled, and that wasn't fun. And yeah. So
Wow.
Egypt was the fun part.
Fun.
That sounds fun.
Yep.
You're not getting tired of Egypt yet?
No.
Huh.
I played on Egypt. I had one of those days yesterday. You know those days where you can do no wrong?
Yeah.
And you're at like the top of the board all day long?
Oh, wait. No, I don't know about those days.
It was one of those days, but then add on to it that you were playing on a crits only server. Like all crit server. So I was having one of those days, and it was like, me 60 points, and then the next guy like 20 or 30.
Wow.
Because I'd come out and just like blow 5 people up with the rocket,
Are heavies just like infinitely deadly in that version?
They're pretty deadly because they can sit back from like nowhere and just keep shooting off their gun, and you're like, wow, that kind of hurts.
Yeah.
But if you know what you're doing, anybody can be deadly.
Okay.
I mean, the sentries shoot crit rockets. And if you get one of those up at someone's respawn, it's painful.
Crit Sentry. Yikes.
Yeah.
But we had a guy on the server, and I hate even mentioning this guy. I'm only doing it for you, Bolmedius. I was playing, Bolmedius is on the server, and we were playing for a while, and then some other CP folks came on. But while we were there, a guy named Loaf of Bread was on there. And all he would do the whole game was go, bread.
What?
I like bread. Don't you like bread?
Oh my God, that's creepy.
And you'd think it's kind of fun, humorous, you're laughing at it.
Yeah.
For 4 hours. Bread. And then he left, and it was like, oh, God, that was great. And then all of a sudden, bread. And you're like, God, he's back! But holy crap.
Was it
Loaf of bread? I don't know who it was. We told him to quit after a while, and he actually kind of did. So that was good, at least.
You didn't have to kick anybody.
No. It wasn't on our server. It was on the 24/7 crit server.
Oh, right. Okay.
Speaking of servers, do we want to talk about that?
In server.
And
No.
Do we want to talk about new servers?
We can. I actually meant to check my email today because I've been corresponding with some people through my work email instead of my Gmail, so it's a little tougher for me to check. But we've been working with a company, lowpings.net. I'll go ahead and mention their name since we're just waiting on servers at this point. We put ads up on our forums and our website, and they are going to donate. I say donate. Basically, we're exchanging this. They're going to give us basically 2 servers, a 24-man public server and a 12-man private server, and then a 50-slot vent server.
nice.
Now, the good thing with these servers is they're 100-tick servers, which I think we're used to playing on 66-tick servers.
I heard that TF2 is hard-coded at 66 ticks.
Well, you do it on the command line when you start it up.
Yeah, but it's hard-coded, so even if you tell it to be 100, it'll still be 66.
Well, it's still better.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying that. and
that's what
I've
everybody wants to
heard.
play at is 100 ticks. I don't know why.
Is that 100 ticks a second?
I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just know 100 ticks is better than 66.
Yeah, well, that's
so
logical.
hard-coded
Yeah.
or not,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
It means that they only update 66 ticks. Their update that's the cap for the game. So
Then why would anybody want 100 tick servers over 66
don't.
tick servers?
Well, because other games support 100 tick, like Counter-Strike.
Well, no, but if you're getting a TF2 server, why would you want a 100 tick server?
You wouldn't want one.
Well, but people do.
And
They're supposed to play a lot better. So
maybe there'll be an update.
I don't know if
for
that's
TF2.
true that they're hard coded. Is what I'm saying is I don't know if it's true. It's hard coded.
Maybe you got to have a better computer to handle 100 ticks, and it works on 66 ticks better because it's a better computer.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll tell you where I heard this. This came from another game server, not gameservers.com, but this came from another
Which, by the way,
and their support emailed back saying the game is hard coded at 66, so our 100 tick servers will not do any better than a 66. But hey, I'm not complaining about low pings though. Low pings is going to rock. It's going to be way better than gameservers.com.
How about we stop saying that name?
Yeah,
I want to talk bad about it a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I really do. We were so happy when we got that great deal at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And we've got nothing but complaints about our servers ever since we took the good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, we never knew we were downgrading our server status by taking a sale.
Well, but we didn't. We didn't downgrade. It's just been crap. I mean, all over. But it's been because they've changed this or they've changed that. They moved their servers to this or that. But we don't get any notice. They don't tell us why they're doing it or when it's going to be fixed.
Yeah.
And then above that, I've talked to them multiple times about, hey, we know a lot of people in our community who've bought servers from you. How about, helping us out, at least keeping our stuff where it works.
Yeah.
And they, really no help. They just say, no, we can't do that. So, that was another reason why I was just like, we just need to get off their servers because there's no reason to, even if we don't put ads up for them, just being on their is an ad. So
it drummed up a lot of sales for them.
Yeah. So we really, if you're going to look into getting any kind of a server, we really recommend checking out lowpings.net. We're not so sure about the service yet, but they come well recommended, and we want to promote them because they're willing to work with us, whereas other people who have crappy servers are not willing to work with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we should have these up next week and get on them, give them a try. And if you like them, get one yourself or switch yours over from game servers to theirs. They've got similar packages to game servers, I believe. So
that's true. Yeah. Well, cool. I'm very excited about that.
I'm too.
Awesome. So we were still. So Johnny Napalm, what did you do this week? What about your week? We just went all the way around it.
The early part of the week kind of sucked because I injured my knee a couple weeks ago and basically was kind of sitting around the house, icing it and elevating it and stuff. And ice on your knee causes pretty much just about the same amount of lag as pants does. So I didn't want to even try playing until that kind of got down a little bit. But Friday night was awesome. I was on the Focus server with Cruel, Allie, Solus, Unicycle Jester, a whole bunch of other people, just playing for a little bit. But then I got yanked off to play Left 4 Dead with Clyde. And I think Unicycle Jester joined us.
I don't know how you can stand playing with him. He's terrible. Clyde, he's...
Torchmaster was there, Allie, Dynamo Supremo, and Dog Neely. It was really interesting. We Left 4 Dead drink. But I've never played a game that was so low scored, like both sides. Usually one side dominates, and you get to the end and it's like, 5,000 to 1,000 or something like that. But
yeah.
Neither team broke 1,000 for the entire game. It was really weird.
Whoa. So nobody made it to the end ever?
No. I think, nobody did. Or if they did, it was only one of the people out of the four. It was crazy.
Awesome.
Wow.
I had a really good run as a tank, but other than that, it really didn't... wasn't really that amazing. But I went back and played some TF2 after that later on. Some super late night stuff on Friday night. Gosh, I don't want to take up the whole time going over all this stuff.
Hey, look, no, you don't understand. We've got tons and tons of time to fill, and you're part of the duty here.
All right.
You said duty.
I will do my part then. So the late night TF2 on Friday night was... I just joined some random server where Noobs Love Cake was out there, and so I was like, I'll just join him. And the server we were on, this guy just kept complaining over voice chat. Oh, come on, team. And he had like the third worst score on the team, and he's yelling at us for sucking. So I decided to leave.
Wow, that sounds like Brent. You know what would have been funny? Brent might have laughed at my joke, but he was too busy looking up lyrics on the internet.
Lyrics.
I'm not looking up lyrics.
Brent, you need to find me an instrumental version of Back in Time by Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
So I went back to CP2 with Wookins, and because he was playing with some friends who hadn't played the game before, I guess, and then Noobs Love Cake joined us, and we had a couple other people, so we pretty much played into the wee hours Friday night, just small games like 4-on-4 or whatever, and that was fun.
Now I got on there with you, right? And that was or was that yesterday?
We played together, I think Saturday night.
Okay,
right?
Saturday.
Last night.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing you on Friday night, unless I.
No, I might be making it up. It might have been the crack.
But yeah, so Saturday night though was pretty fun. Had another good Left 4 Dead drink run. Solus, Allie, Dark Blader, Cheetah, a whole bunch of folks. The only thing that was really good about that, though, is I finally got my All for Dead achievement as a tank.
Ah. Grats.
Yeah. And then I was back over to TF2 pretty much for the rest of the night, Saturday night, and that's I played with Wes and Mentalk and Al Blaster, Game Over, Deco Boko, Happy Pills, Nivik 1, Risu, Azrael, a whole bunch of people. It was awesome.
Now, I have a question. I logged on and we were playing CP well, and it was really intense. I mean, the fighting was from our point 1 to point 3 for a good while, and there were 9 minutes left, and all of a sudden the game ended. Are you responsible for that?
No, it wasn't me. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
I did not change the map.
Somebody did something, and then the map went away, and it had been so much fun. Like, I mean, it sucked because we were always behind the 8 ball, but at the same time, like, it was challenging. Like, we were actually making a difference on what was going on, and they were coming at us hard. And I don't know.
I was on the other team from you, and we just couldn't finish you guys off. We would get take cap 4, and we would just be trying to storm into that last cap, and you guys would just repel us every time. And I think we just ran out of time on the map. I don't remember. I don't remember anything goofy happening there, but I remember ending in a stalemate.
Okay.
Or failmate.
Nice.
Failmate.
I like that.
And that leads into...
Yeah, on Egypt, we all were just failing miserably, so on the red team anyway, and we were just getting our butts handed to us, so we decided to call ourselves Team Fail, and so I became Failing Napalm, and we had everybody just changing their name to something Fail.
Yeah, that was when I was on the other team, and you remember when I said I had a great time playing Egypt? It's because we were crushing you.
Yeah, you guys were kicking our butts. But then the whole Fail meme kind of just permeated through the rest of the night, so you were Wes Failson for a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had Fail Cake. Yamhead was Failhead, which confused some people into thinking he might have been you, Eric.
Yeah. I looked at it and I was like, that's not Nailhead's icon.
That's funny. Yeah. Wow. I totally
we had Nivik Fail for Nivik 1, and Slice Bread was Slice Fail.
Well, see, I would have been Nail Fail.
Nail Fail. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Well, good.
But we played a few more maps, and that was pretty much it Saturday night.
Sweet.
And that's my week.
I bought Defense Grid. I talked about it last week on the show, and so I bought it. I'm really addicted to it. I like it a lot.
I want it.
I did. I bought it.
Is that the tower defense thing?
Yeah. Tower defense.
Is it multiplayer? Can you play that multiplayer?
No, it's not.
I'd like a multiplayer tower defense game. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
So I know a lot of people have seen me this week playing it for a long time and saying, hey, dude, why don't you jump in some TF2 or some Left 4 Dead and get out of this stupid game? I'm like, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was having that problem with Mountain Blade. And then I looked at my stats. I'm like, my 2-week stats on Mountain Blade were 21 hours. I went, what?
Whoa. Well, see, Defense Grid has an ending. It's a short game. There's like 20 levels or something like that. So there is an ending. I will stop playing the game after I beat it because there's no real point to go back. So, and I'll return to TF2. But this week I only played TF2 like one time, and that was to play the new WoW Arena map, which is the arena for Circle of Blood and Blade's Edge. If you play WoW, anybody here that plays WoW, that arena was completely redone in TF2, and it looks so real. Even the skybox is like the spikes and stuff in Blade's Edge. Oh, it's beautiful. This is the best thing ever.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, and it's an arena map, just like in WoW, and I put it on server 3. And wow, it's amazing. So yeah, we all need to check that out.
I've never done any WoW arena play.
Never?
Never.
Oh, okay.
I've been to the arenas. I mean, I've walked around at the arenas, but I've never actually done any arena combat.
Oh, okay. Huh. So you wouldn't, but the textures and everything, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is totally WoW. Because he redid everything. Like there's no TF2 texture in there at all.
Yeah. So
anyway, awesome job on that. In fact, I'm going to put a link to a video of so you can see this on YouTube and see how cool it is without actually having to go to it, because I know a lot of people here don't like WoW and don't care.
Name them. We must root out these traitors. Oh, Brent.
Me?
Well, there's Brent Copeland.
Me, I was even thinking about going back and playing some WoW with my son because I figured it was kind of a safer game than War.
Yeah.
Screw that. So he actually played War for the first time today.
Wow.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. We're not going back to Failcraft.
Wow.
There you go. I've never played WoW.
You should. It's
Don't start. But if you want a friend invite to Warhammer, I can send that to you.
At this
in
late
3 days.
At this
okay.
late date, WoW is pretty aged. I wouldn't start if you haven't already played.
Nonsense.
You know what I mean?
Nonsense. That is still a fantastic game. My
It is.
sister-in-law,
For losers.
My sister-in-law started playing about 4 months ago. She's got a level 60. She's having a great time. She and her husband play together. No,
I will give you that. If you've never played it before, it is great until you get to the final levels when it gets really boring.
And then you're like, I beat the
not
game.
much of an MMO guy.
Oh, blasphemy, but that's okay.
well then you should play You should play Warhammer because it's not really. I mean, you all you do is fight people. It's like TF2, but with castles.
Yeah,
I'll have to check
that's
that out.
true.
Maybe the guys that I work with, Apple Pie and Zingers.
Yeah,
Zingers plays Warp, I think, or
Warp.
Warhammer, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you tell him about this awesome podcast called War?
Yeah, he listens. He's Mortenia on the forums, I think.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, but he's Zingers in TF2.
Zingas. So, yeah, that was really my week. I've been working on a big project, and I still have the Daily Gamer is still on hiatus because of this project I'm working on, so I'm going to be getting back to that and getting back to playing TF2 on the weekends. All weekend I've been working, so...
you know what I think would be great? If people send in their own episodes for Daily Gamer.
I think that'd be awesome.
Like, how awesome would that be?
Yeah. I mean, Ash did it once, and he was like, is that cool if I do it, without you? And I'm like, yeah, totally. That's
The only problem with that is you have to be with us okay. You have to be okay with us vetoing your work.
Yeah. It's got to be good quality and,
Yeah.
the quality goes for audio and as well as content.
Yes.
Yeah. Or at least shoot me an email saying, hey, I want to do this episode.
And if he says no, just mail it to me and I'll do it for you.
Well, I played a little bit this week. I got in some good gaming yesterday. But I tried playing a little bit. Ash and Noivek invited me to play on Tuesday night, I think, either Tuesday or Thursday. And I was working that night, but after I got off work, I came home and I logged on. And by then, Ash had already gotten frustrated and he played about one more game and then left. But we were playing on CP2 and it was only like 6 or 7 V6 or 7, Mm-hmm. And that really changes the dynamic. And specifically, the problem was the opposing team had 2 medics and a heavy. One medic doing crit Ubers and one medic doing regular Ubers, and they were very organized, and it included Risu, and with the small teams that we had and a small organized force on the other side that was that potent, they really steamrolled us every single time. And I rage quit. I was like, that's enough. That's enough. No, it wasn't a mid-game. It wasn't so rough that it was a mid-game rage quit. Screw this. It was the map's loading, and I'm like, I wonder what map is that. I don't want another map. So then I just went, okay, no, cancel, seeing what's next.
Do you feel bad when you do that? Sometimes I want to say bye, but then other times I'm just cancel, done.
It depends.
Time to go take a crap.
Sometimes it depends. If I'm really in a jolly mood, I'll say goodbye. But if I'm not having a great time and I just want to get out and I don't want to deal with any lip for quitting, I'll just do it quietly.
That's a rage cancel.
But not really rage. It's not ragey.
Cancel.
The apathy quit.
Yeah. That's more of what it is. And I think I most of the time what frustrates me the most is lethality. I mean, if I'm dealing with an extremely lethal game, and in this particular case, they always had an Uber. Always. There was never a time when I came around a corner and saw them and had any chance of hurting them where they didn't have an Uber to stop it.
Oh.
And then the other problem is, and I'm still experiencing this, and I don't know what it is, but let's suppose you and I are heavies, and you come around the corner, and I'm standing there with my gun spinning up, like already spun up, and you come around the corner and I'm shooting you, for you to be able to walk forward, turn, shoot, and kill me without crits as a heavy before I can kill you when I've been shooting you since you came around the corner, something's wrong.
And you've got the main gun. You don't have this.
Yeah, I took Natasha off. I was like, maybe that's it. No.
I think maybe you just don't know how to aim. Which is pretty sad if they were coming around the corner, but geez, man.
I'm rage quitting the podcast.
Hey, Spencer already did that.
So, moving right along.
Moving right along, it's just...
I feel like I want to do the Jon Stewart thing where I like do the pens on the paper and...
Is that a fork in the road?
You need the blue index cards like Letterman, and you can throw them and make the glass breaking sounds.
I do have
Eric used to have red
companion
ones.
cube.
Yeah.
Ooh, or Pikachus. You could write them on Pikachus and throw the Pikachus every time you're done.
That would be an awesome idea.
Let's mosey on down the lane of golden paved tiles. I don't know what I'm saying. To On the Loudspeaker.
On the loudspeaker!
Why is there always a pyro in the background of that? You know, he's like,
I don't know.
okay, anyway. So we had 2 updates. I don't know why. They're like, here's an update. Oh, wait, crap, we forgot something. Here's another one. So they gave us one on March 18th, and then on March 19th, we got another one. Each one has a lot of fixes and stuff. But
Well, there's one big one that's good here.
okay.
Multi-core rendering.
I thought you were going to say fixing the crash on exit on Vista 64, because that's just huge.
That's huge for me because
It is actually for me.
you know, because I've mentioned on this show that when I'm done with TF2, it'll still be hanging in the background, and I'll have to Alt Control Delete and quit the process, rage quit the process of HL2.exe or whatever it is.
Yep.
So that's exactly why, because I have 64-bit Vista. So if that's fixed, I'm cool. I'm not.
It is. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
I'm not really excited about multi-core rendering because honestly, I think they're really late with this feature. This should have come out a year ago.
Yeah, but still, it's out.
Yeah, but since then, I bought a new computer with an awesome video card. I don't need this functionality anymore. A year later, I don't think...
Even if it gives you 3 more frames a second.
Well, I'm not totally dissing...
Val, take it out.
I'm not saying
What?
we don't need this
What
crap.
are you talking about?
I'm
You
not
can't
saying
be
it's
like...
not warranted, but I'm just saying that they're really late with this, and by now, I bet a lot of people have great frame rates for TF2, a game that's over a year old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's great. I'm just not excited about it.
You just resent them. You just resent them for not meeting your needs earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand.
So, anyway, yay for multi-core. And what else do we have here?
I don't know what else on the resentment podcast.
Let's see.
They removed the upper limit for TF_flag_caps_per_rounds.
What does that mean?
Convar. I have no freaking idea, but it's down here. Fixed decal related crash. So if you had stickers on your computer and it was causing your TF2 to crash, now you are set.
And I hope you enjoy this good information that we supply you.
I wonder what the limit was on flag caps per round. I wonder if that's like, because you know how when on server 3 the capture the flag maps go to 4. I wonder how high you could make that prior to this. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
I don't know.
99 or 255.
And they added a variety of Alt, Tab, and Mode switch fixes.
Okay.
That sounds important, doesn't it?
It does. That's very important.
It sounds like
like when I try to Alt Tab out and it goes all Harry Carey.
Well, what I'm thinking is it probably tied into them adding the multi-core rendering. Is because, you know, they found a way to streamline some of the processes.
I think all this is from Left 4 Dead. Is they're trying to kind of upgrade the engine with the Left 4 Dead stuff that they're adding this stuff in.
Yeah,
like,
didn't they
that's how
say
we do
they
that.
were?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, screw you, Eric. I'm glad they're putting in multi-core rendering.
Well, I'm looking in the chat room, and people are like, "Oh my god, it raised my 600 more frames per second," and like
600 more. That's awesome.
Yeah, like
See, you know what's funny? I figured it out. Eric's upset because other people who don't have the high-end computers are getting better frame rates and they're kicking his ass.
Yeah,
that's why he's stopping. That's why he's playing his old
That's why I'm
desktop
crying right
defense.
now. I'm wiping the tears from my eyes.
Yep.
Are you stuffing your hair up under your cap?
Yeah, like a lunch lady.
You going to go in and ask him why?
And evidently there's signs, and they fixed the invalid Steam ticket rejection. So everywhere a sign.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means either. So I think we got most of it. Multi-core rendering. By the way, to go and turn on your multi-core rendering, it's automatically off by default. You need to go under Options, Video, and Advanced Dialogue, and there is multi-core rendering under your video options.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
So,
because I'll turn mine on and I'll see that nothing has happened.
Yes.
And then I'll cry more tears.
See, I need, at this point in time, to improve my TF2 game, I need a faster bus.
What about you, Johnny? What are you? 2-core, 4-core, something?
Yeah, I've got a dual core, and I haven't really I haven't gone in and enabled it because like I said, I haven't really needed haven't noticed any problems with the game, but I've got this CPU monitor thing. I bet you it would just balance the load between the two of them instead of spiking one of them. So
yeah. So
BFD.
Yeah.
Next. Competitive news from Chrono. There is a very good article over at GotFrag that gives you insight into competitive TF2 for people who don't know anything or little about it. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Competitive TF2. It's a few pages long, but well worth the read. This is from Chrono, by the way, just in case anybody wonders what I'm babbling about. The Scout unlocks have been released since the last update. One thing to note is that the Sandman has been banned from CEVO and TWL leagues. No Sandman.
That's crazy.
I wonder why.
Now if they could just remove it from the game altogether, we'd be set.
As long as there's not more than 2 Scouts running around with the Sandman, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't get why you would ban that from a league, though. I mean, it's part of the game, right? I mean, I can understand maybe if you said, we're going to unlock it after X amount of time because you should have had them unlocked by then.
Well, I don't think they're banned because they're not unlocked. I think they're banned because they're changing the direction of the game. I think it's like the way they limit your number of...
But it's the game, it's like if you played football and you were in some league in football and they changed the rule in football, but the league said, we're not going to play with that rule.
You mean kind of like how they have shot clocks in certain versions of stuff, and how they have,
What the f*** are you talking about?
Great.
Shot clocks in football.
Well, I mean,
I've never heard of that.
In
Shot
basketball,
clocks in football?
In basketball,
I'm not talking basketball.
I'm talking sports. Period. Why are you so angry?
You're angry. We've already gone through this before the show. You're angry.
I am not. You're projecting your anger onto me.
The other way around.
I
We
don't think
figured it
so.
out already.
No,
Now you're trying to be
no.
Mr. Confuso.
No, I am not. I am not Mr. Confuso.
Whatever. Go beat on your Pikachu.
I am Mr. Clearing the Arrow.
You just need something to do besides your laptop.
Anyway,
You're angry about your laptop.
I think it's because they unbalanced the game. I think that there's a lot of people who've been complaining about the Sandman. It changed the direction of a lot of things, and I bet that's why they have removed. It's been banned from CEVO and TWL leagues.
I think that's lame.
It might be.
That's my opinion. Just like Johnny Cash sucks. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, no. I heard it here earlier. Anyway, TWL is now in playoffs. Interestingly, the team who would have definitely taken the championship, Balloons, although they're now called Oceanic 6, forfeited their first playoff match for some reason. I wish he told us why.
Maybe they were in a plane crash.
The day the Team Fortress died. Anyway, so now it's anybody's tournament to win. The brackets can be seen here, and we'll provide a link to the TWL playoff brackets in the show notes. CEVO Free has gone into playoffs. There's been an official announcement that we will link to, and we'll provide a link to the overall standings. CEVO-P, the professional one, is going into playoffs soon, and brackets haven't been announced yet. Overall standings can be seen at a place where we will link the standings again. Also, Chrono received an email from Tuna Colada. Do you like Tuna Colada?
No, I don't.
Who told me about the
disgusting.
about the STA, Stronger Than All TF2 League. He's actually in a team that is competing in the league called .gc, and we'll link to the STA 6v6 link. And that's it for the TF2 competitive update as reported by Chrono and read by Wes Wilson.
Nice.
The angry Wes Wilson.
I am so full right.
Okay.
So we got a discussion here, I see.
Yeah.
We're going to start singing Aladdin later.
Why later?
Prince Ali, glorious he, Ali Ababwa.
Nice. Okay, we got a discussion here.
Genuflect, show some respect down on one knee. Try some Sundays alone. Oh, whatever.
We should stop. We should stop.
Here's a thread started by Bolmedius on Face Punch, and the last 3 episodes we've been talking about discussion.
Bolmedius, isn't that the guy that breathed about the bread?
Yeah, no.
No, he was playing at the same time.
I swore you told me that you were saying that he was complaining. He was going, bread.
Bread.
No. A loaf of bread was going, I love bread. They're just lying. Liar, fibber, angry fibber.
So
you made me cuss again. You know what happens when I cuss? Eric has to edit. He gives me that look like, make me. I hate you.
I always have to make a little note. So anyway, here's a discussion, and this is coming from Face Punch, and we've had a lot of discussions from threads off of Face Punch. And here's another one. Okay, so this one is obvious gameplay points that people forget. You ready for this one?
Sure.
Okay. So he's got a lot of them here. We'll just kind of discuss whatever. Anyway, number 1 is never pull a normal bat out against a spun up heavy, even with the Sandman. Be careful. That's
never pull out. So let me get this straight.
That's what she said.
So yes, as a scout, you don't want to get into melee range of a heavy.
I think as any class, you don't want to get in melee range of a spun-up heavy.
You can't jump around, I guess.
I don't know. If I end up, like let's say that I run into a room and I realize there's no way that I can get out without dying, sometimes I'll just charge straight at the heavy and try to hit him as best I can.
Yeah. If you're behind him and he spun up, that'd be a good... I mean, that's better than in front of him. Yeah. Especially if he spun up. I mean, I
don't know. I'm 50-50 on that one.
Yeah. You want to do number 2?
If your Sandman's ball misses your target, switch weapons and keep at it. If your target is being healed or charged, though, you might want to run.
So if it misses your target...
Why would you want to run? Why would you want to run from somebody? I mean, if you're going at him to attack him, that doesn't seem...
If your Sandman's ball misses your target, you miss. Now switch weapons and keep at it.
I think you can keep shooting them, right?
Yeah. Or you could just hit him with your bat. Seems like a logical thing to do to me.
Then they'll shoot you in the face.
Well, it depends.
Are they saying, instead of retreating and waiting for a new ball or whatever?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's logical.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't...
Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't know why we had so much confusion over that one, but I think so.
I think it's reading and processing.
Yeah.
There's a problem here.
Yeah. I think it's because I don't have a screen in front of me. I'm looking at paper and none of the things are on here.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
But
so I can print it out for you.
I think this is an obvious point.
You can come sit next to me.
No, it's okay.
So we'll move to the next
sit in
one.
my lap.
Rawr.
Number 3, if you have a microphone, use it. Voice emotes take precious time to use and are not as specific.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Very obvious.
Yes.
I'm 100% behind this one. You play a lot, and you people, use the spy voice emote, and they don't tell you where or disguised as what or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just it's annoying. It's like spy. Well, where?
Exactly. And I can tune that stuff out. Like things that you hear all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, like game voice chatter is pretty much pointless.
Unless you're playing Left 4 Dead.
Well, yeah, but in TF2 it's pointless.
I don't know. It depends. My whole thing is if I hear a local voice emote that says spy, I know that is someone near me who is claiming there is a spy. If I hear someone just shout spy onto voice chat, I have no idea if they're near me or back near the base or...
Well, that's what I was going to add. That also annoys me when someone just yells spy over the comm. It's like, at least give me a class that you see it as or a location that you're at, something like that, you know? But, like, if you're playing in a more team-oriented thing, a lot of times you know where your team's supposed to be, right? You know who's playing sniper, and you know who's playing NG down in the basement. And so just hearing their voice and them yelling spy kind of gives you that same, you know where it is. But I still want to know, what do you see them as? You know, but I know, you know, a lot of times I see a spy that's just because I bumped into him and I have no clue what he is. So all I can do is say, I see a spy around this. Yeah. You know.
Even the location's helpful though. If you don't get to see what he was, you know, if you say where he is, that's useful information.
Yeah.
I usually don't worry about announcing a spy unless I have time to deal with him. Unless I'm a medic. If I'm a medic and I'm like dealing, if I have a heavy that I'm tracking, and then all of a sudden there's a spy around me, I'll just go spy. And I sort of cheat because I know most people that I'm playing with know what my voice sounds like, so they'll know who's talking. So.
Now, would y'all, if they did add in some kind of reasoning in the logic, kind of like Left 4 Dead, where it could actually say more of where it is, like if you yelled, I see a spy, if you actually saw what class it is or something, that may be too much, I guess. Yeah. If it could do that.
Kind of like the, Molotov over here and that stuff.
Yeah,
automatically
but maybe
says stuff.
If there were places in the map that kind of made sense, like if it said, I see a spy near point 2. Right. Something like that. I don't know.
They buff the spies that way. They might as well buff everybody else. Jerks.
Jeez. Okay, so number 4.
He's never getting his shoe out of this box.
Do not always disguise as one class. A pattern will be noticed by the enemy team very quickly.
I'd say that's a very observant team if they always know what you are.
But I will have to say that people notice if you are the same class over and over again.
They do.
Whole teams figure it out quickly too. I
was in a match the other night where the guy and this was the funny thing was it was open mics, like it was all talk, and people were going, dude, we've seen you be the pyro the last 6 times you were a spy. They were telling him to please switch classes and make it a little more difficult to kill him.
That's awesome.
And he wouldn't. He just kept staying the same thing. And the crit server, this was the weird thing, is like your clock ran down so slow you could stay hidden pretty much permanent. And so I had fun playing spy for a little bit too. And you could just
crit cloaking.
Basically, your cloak almost never ran out.
That's amazing. Awesome. Asking somebody to up the difficulty on their strategy. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, I know that, like, especially as a medic, if I get face stabbed by somebody and can see what they're doing, and know what class they are, when that kind of class approaches me next, I'll be a little more wary than I would of some other class. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to kill the same person multiple times, definitely change class.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask people, like, what setting would you like me on today? Easy, medium, or hard, or insane?
If we can set up our new servers to do it on this other server, they could do random votes, like just ask a question and be like a yes or no. Okay. So maybe they could do that where you could be like, what level do you want me to play today? Easy, medium, or hard?
Or insane!
And that's when you use your GM tricks.
Yeah, that's when I cheat.
I don't know if I caught
admin hacks.
Okay, so number 5, during an Ubercharge attack against a Sentry, let the medic go first to pull the fire away. I agree completely.
What was that? I was too busy being amazed that you stole Eric's turn to read.
No, I stole your turn to read.
No,
but since you don't have a laptop, I figured it didn't matter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in other words, you stole Eric's time last time.
No. I read 4. And I read 5.
Look, I know.
We should have Johnny.
What is your problem today?
I don't get a turn.
Do you have this open?
Yeah.
You definitely get a turn. Then you want to read that one?
Which one are we on? 5 or 6?
Well, you can read 6 after we talk about 5. So the Ubercharge, the medic basically running in first.
Yes,
to
always
pull the gun.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. That's obvious. Yeah,
I think there's also something to be said for if you're working with your team, your little scout butt should also do the same thing. Because you can pull that gun and actually not get hit while people come pile in behind you and kill that gun.
Yep.
True.
Little scout butt.
All right, number 6. Always let the medic grab that health pack. They can heal you. You can't heal them.
Oh, that's great.
Bird.
I've been seeing a lot more of that lately. Like I've been noticing people. I'll be running for a health pack, and somebody else will be heading towards it too, and they'll see me heading towards it, and they'll veer off.
Yeah, you'll get a. Oh, sorry, man. Like if they accidentally get it before you. I mean, sometimes I'll get it by accident when I'm trying to get the ammo and I'm trying to edge up just to get the ammo and not the health. But yeah,
well, I don't blame anybody for grab. I mean, it's instinctive to me, at least. If you're playing kind of in autopilot, you see health and ammo, you grab them both, even if you don't need them. You know.
Yeah, but your first instinct should be to say to yourself, "Who could use this health more than me?"
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a team game.
I find myself thinking more about that after playing Left 4 Dead. It's like I'll look around to see how everyone's health is before I take mine, or I'll give it to somebody else, or grab pills and give it to somebody else, or whatever.
Pills here.
So I'm kind of paying attention to that now more.
That's really kind. I think there's some irony there that a zombie apocalypse, can you live through the massive death game, is making you more of a friendly sort of love oriented,
more of a team player.
Yeah.
And it's because you've got a smaller team, and the whole game is like Team Fortress 2. Even though it's called a team game, I don't know. I have a question about that. There's too many people that having 12 people do their stuff solo. It can kind of be a team game. Where Left 4 Dead is, you've got 4 people and you better play as a team.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mudkips in the chat says they need to put a medic command to say, "Don't touch the health. I is on fire."
That would be pretty good.
Number 7. Let people who are on fire get that med pack. They need it more than you do.
Unless you're the medic.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. It instantly puts the flame out.
But the medic can put that flame out for you, too.
Yeah, but it takes a little while.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
It's not immediate.
Visually, it's not immediate, but it is immediate.
Say there's no medic anywhere.
You're just lying now. You're just making stuff up.
Hey, I've been doing it for 67 episodes. Let's stop now.
We're saying, like, in the absence of a medic, don't grab the health pack in front of the burning guy.
Okay. Never grab ammo packs during setup phases. As for that matter, whenever you see an Engie running for one, engineers will need them much more than you. Yes, get this in your heads, people. That ammo is there for engineers.
Yeah.
That's true.
And there's really no reason to beat yourself up in the spawn room. Don't just stop it. That way you don't ever get tempted. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of soldiers still shoot themselves in the spawn room. And I really can't figure out why. My only option is that they think that they're building my Uber faster. And I'm like, stop. You're not doing it any faster.
They're still stuck in the old days.
Yeah, they're just bored in there, They just like the explosions and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
See, and it's funny because a lot of times I do that to see how high up I can get my spray.
Yeah.
Like I'll rocket jump up and I'll keep trying. And I've had people give me that spiel, hey, dude, you don't have to do that anymore. And I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I do now. Sorry.
Leia Shadow says, because spawn room is boring. So, yeah.
They need to add in mini games to the spawn room. What are you talking about, like darts or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can sit in there and throw a few darts while you're waiting for setup.
Like play a nice game of checkers.
Mastermind.
Oh, Mastermind's good. Stratego is another good.
How about this? This is my incredible idea. Put a big old blackboard in there and let one person, maybe just whoever's in the number 1 slot, can draw on it. And draw plans.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
So you could sit at the blackboard and like draw plans.
And maybe this would be a good mod, and maybe those plans would show up in the bottom right corner of everyone's screen.
I
wonder if you could have if there could be a leadership mod.
Kids are gonna draw like penises and stuff, though.
Well, yeah, I know.
But yeah, if you're playing with a good team,
well, they could still figure out a way. I was gonna say, what if you where you just could circle things and maybe draw lines, but that's penis.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're playing with a good group of people that want to play the game, I don't know. I like that.
That would be kind of cool, though. Kind of like savage.
Yeah.
Could have a leader.
I honestly thought you were about to say an arcade. Like, you walk up to different little mini games.
Arcade machines.
Yeah.
Kind of like in a
But I like the drawing better.
Right? They already got the objects. Just pull them out of Cyberpunk and put them into Grapple Pit.
But see, the way you did it, though, the drawing, though, is more of a team thing because everybody's involved in the drawing. But arcades is like, hey, dude, we've already started the match. You're back there playing Centipede. Come on, you know what I mean?
Or what if they were playing a different game of Team Fortress 2, right?
Yeah.
The console inside the game.
What's the 2D version of it called?
Gang
Garrison?
Gang Garrison.
Yeah.
But you're only playing with the people in your spawn room.
Yeah.
And I know that the intel you get from like flipping through the other players is kind of cool, when you're dead.
Yeah.
But it also might be that,
Oh, you could play it while you're dead.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's actually a good tip. I don't know how many times we've said it or if we've ever said it, but when you're dead, use that time wisely. Don't just sit there and be upset because you're dead. Go through the cameras and start looking where things are, how things are going, and follow people and find out. You can really get a lot of information from doing that.
Or and you can tell people stuff after you spawn in too, like if you've been kind of cam flipping and you see a spy cloak or something or whatever.
And it's also a good time to grab a good handful of pretzels or whatever it is that you're eating.
That's a good point.
Not Cheetos. It'll be all
Cheetos
over your
mess
mouse.
up everything. Yeah.
Or it could be a perfect time to go sign up at lowpings.net.
Yeah.
Nice. I like how you worked it out.
I used to have a little thing of
Johnny, do 9. Johnny, go for 9.
I used to have a thing of peanuts next to the thing, next to my computer.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the other thing that's bad is all the salt from peanuts. So, you reach in, you get your bite, and then you have to wipe it on your jeans.
Oh, yeah.
To get your hand ready for your mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to do 9, so I curse, don't you?
Oh,
yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
That's just your turn to do 9.
Just replace it with the first letter. I don't know.
On the matter of an Uber charge, only activate when you know it will be of use. If you're about to be killed, activate it regardless of whether you have a target or not. For the love of F, communicate when you're going to activate it.
Okay.
So I guess that's Fred.
Or Frack, maybe, since we're, Battlestar finale. Yeah, for the love of Frack.
Dag nabbit. I sometimes don't announce when I'm doing Uber charges.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
You don't announce it?
Sometimes I don't.
Oh, okay.
And it depends on what kind of a situation I'm in. It also depends on who I'm playing with. If I have played with people a lot and I know how to communicate with them effectively, I will talk more about what I'm doing. But sometimes I'll just be
my pants off here. Yeah.
With a heavy,
yeah, rub it,
and I'll run around a corner and take my pants. And I'll just activate it, expecting him to understand. Oh, I have an Uber now. I will act like I have an Uber. But sometimes it's really bad because you'll be running into some place and you'll be latched onto some pyro you've never seen before, and you'll be like, ha ha, and you activate the Uber charge just as they've turned around and started running the other way, and then they're like, I'm all Ubered.
Yeah, I normally try to say, so and so, do you want it? Because I've actually had people who don't want to be Ubered. They don't feel they're good at it or don't want to. But also, the biggest one to me is ammo. Are you loaded? Are you cocked and ready to go?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Number 10.
The main problem I have is by the time I state that I have an Uber and would anyone like to use it, I have been stabbed in the back by a spy.
I get sniped when I do that. Same deal.
Once I get the Uber, it is part of my gameplay to deploy it as quickly as possible because I will die if I do not.
I disagree completely.
No, really.
I disagree completely.
You need to play in a game with me. It's hilarious. I'm serious.
Well, that's horrible. But I don't think it's a good tip to say, hey, you should deploy your Uber immediately and not use it strategically.
Well, no, you try to use it strategically, but
you should always try to use it strategically. Of course, if someone's trying to kill you,
but it doesn't even matter.
Threat, then use it.
I'm not kidding. I die. People laughed this week. They were watching me play and they went, "Wow, Wes was telling the truth." Yeah. It's the truth.
That happens to me a lot too, and I think that's part of the reason I feel like I'm going to jinx myself if I announce it. You know, hey, I've got an Uber, and then I get all antsy too. I start looking around and get all paranoid because I'm like, any second, that bullet's going to come in and get me.
You feel stupider too. Like let's just say I have an Uber.
More stupid.
A stupider. I do, because I went to Jupiter. Anyway, but if you die with an Uber and nobody notices, it's a little less insulting than if you go, "I've got an Uber, let's go."
Oh, okay.
Because then everybody goes, "Oh, ha." That was, he died again. He sucks.
Wow, I never realized your games were this horrible.
Yeah.
Like the whole time you're just like crying because Ubers don't go off in time and people make fun of me. I mean, I feel sorry for you. I love playing this game. I'm not usually crying.
I'm just gonna hit cancel and not join this podcast.
Rage cancel.
Okay. So
Number 10.
on to the next one. Whose turn is it? I lost track.
Mine. Number 10. Don't run together with a cloaked spy across the enemy lines. You'll get him killed and probably you as well.
Yeah, how many times have I said this? Leave the spy alone. Get away from him. It's a new game, right?
Yeah.
Like you see the spy, stay away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if they shoot at you, they might accidentally hit him and alert him, and they'll see where he is.
It's like your Ubers, okay? If a spy is near someone else, that rocket's going to hit him first, and he's going to look at everybody else and be like, "Why did you?" Like I'm standing here, and y'all just like ran over and stood next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Next.
The medic. Healing the heavy is more of a spy target than the heavy himself. If you are that medic, watch your back.
Well, yeah.
Can I read another one? I feel kind of cheated.
Yeah.
You can read the one before it.
Did he skip one?
Yeah.
What he skipped.
Building a sentry with no one around to protect you is a bad idea and will make you a perfect spy target.
Yes and no.
I feel if you leave it, I think that's one of the times when you pretty much need to stay with your gun.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I mean,
But I mean, how many times have you set up a sentry down to protect the intel in the basement? Yeah, you're a perfect spy target, but good.
But you got to do it. If nothing better, you're keeping
the spy busy,
see,
right?
that's tricky though because
It's like the metagame with the snipers. It's the spy and the NG against each other.
so building a sentry with no one around is not a bad idea because once you build one, someone will come around. See what I mean?
Yeah, because once you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
But if that person is a spy, your gun's gone.
Oh, if
You know what I mean? If you're not
Not
there,
necessarily.
if you're not there,
Wrench, you're good.
and the spy's, your gun is gone,
If you're
or
around the
that
corner,
spy
if you're around the corner
sucks.
grabbing ammo to try to beef up your dispenser, you can get back and get the thing off the sapper off the sentry. You can do it. You can return to.
It's a bad spy. I'm saying no, that is correct. There are a lot of bad spies out there.
Yeah.
But a good spy will have that gun down if you're not there.
I'll agree.
You know, because as soon as they put that sapper on it, they're going to be shooting it or stabbing it or doing something to get rid of it.
Yeah, but once they do that, they'll be visible, and
Who
that
cares?
will be bad.
Your gun's gone.
Yeah.
I care.
Okay, so next.
I got all sad at the end.
Get angry.
I care. I think the spy should be able to pee on stuff. Wouldn't
Yes.
that be funny?
Yes, spy, pee on stuff. Maybe you could make jars of urine for the sniper.
Urinating on my sentry.
Yeah.
If he could disguise himself as a jar of urine.
Yes, yes. Or strips of bacon
Yes.
Yeah.
cooking on
Actually, you know,
sentry.
that could really just be a mod. Like, you pee on it instead of sapping it. You
I'm
know?
not sure where that came from, Eric.
I don't know where it came from either.
Maybe
All
they
right.
should give him a
You're a genius,
cardboard
though.
box that he can like walk around underneath and set down.
Oh, yeah. That'd be sweet.
And then
I
there's
love
just
that.
a turd laying on the ground when he runs off.
Yikes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why does he have to be...
I thought he was like putting it down so he could take a dump. And then he like puts it up
it's
and
like
runs
Metal
off.
Gear. Metal Gear
I don't think
Solid.
he needs to be
Oh, I don't believe
excreting
him.
so much waste. I mean, that's like... he's like...
You suggested the pee.
Yeah, but he didn't need
If
that
he's
to
going to
go-
pee, you know, it's pretty specific that he should have to take a dump every once in a while, too. Like, pee 10 times,
But
dump once.
If you let him pee and dump, all the other classes would be like, I want to pee and dump too.
He's
well, you
got
got
a
the
point.
engineer. He can be a waste removal engineer.
Nice.
We appear to be off course.
I think so. Slightly.
Good thing we have Johnny here.
I know.
What's that next one?
Isn't there an old meme from that? Didn't we do?
Yes.
There was? Check the wiki. Okay, what's the next one? 12?
No.
11.
No. It's higher. 13.
Okay. As per
Wait, I think it's Johnny's turn.
Oh, you want to do it, Johnny?
Sure. As per the above point, go for the medic first, whether you are a spy trying to backstab or whatever. In the above example, by killing the medic, you can then backstab the heavy very easily, most of the time. By stabbing the heavy, though, the medic is behind you and can easily kill you.
I don't know. I kind of agree, but also sometimes I think it's funny to stab the heavy and then the medic can't. You know, he can't really kill as many people as the heavy can. But I do agree. If you stab that in the good situation, if you stab the medic, you probably will be able to get that heavy too.
Yeah, because the heavies, usually the medic will be behind the heavy, and the medic will go first, and the heavy won't even notice.
Now, if you're really good, you can stab the heavy, turn into a heavy, and then have the medic heal you, and then turn around and stab him in the back. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
Like, I'd have to be like, best spy ever.
Yeah. I agree with you.
That Easy in the chat's making a point that a medic probably can't easily kill you. It's hard to get out of that medicing mode, and I find that to be true for me. If I'm medicing somebody and the heavy gets stabbed or whatever, if I try and switch weapons to go offensive, I'm slow enough at it that I end up getting stabbed.
When I'm medicing someone, I have to go until I'm done.
And on to the next one.
That's what she said.
Nice. Okay, number 14. For the love of God, don't effing spy check people with masks on. It clearly says, I am a spy on your team if you put your cursor over me.
I disagree with this one. Spy check everyone.
So if you see a spy with a mask on, would you ever think he's a spy?
No.
On the opposing team?
No.
Is there a way to do that?
No.
Okay, so he can't be a spy.
Right.
So don't spy check him.
Right.
What does a spy look like that's spy?
But the realistic thing is...
Wouldn't he be a spy with a mask on?
No. He's a spy with no mask on.
Oh, okay.
Right, you're right.
But the thing is, like, if you were, like, let's say there's a spy dressed as an engineer, and he comes around the corner, and there's a pyro there, wouldn't the pyro flame the engineer anyway? If he was the
I don't
opposing?
care. I say spy check everyone.
Shoot, yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if you don't have a mask or do have a mask. I just checked you and you're not a spy. We're good to go.
You know, that makes sense because you have to play the role. If you don't shoot the opposing team, they won't believe the spy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If they're going to notice that you're not that you're spy checking them, they're going to notice that you aren't shooting at them as well.
Right, because that's a giveaway if somebody runs right next to the opposing team and just, hey, come on through. But if you flame them and it doesn't catch on fire, it might be a little bit of a...
Yeah, but it can happen.
Yeah, but I'm with Brent. I just say shoot everything. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
And as somebody who plays a medic and an engineer a lot, yes, spy check everyone.
Even Bambi. Shoot it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and what this tip comes from, he is absolutely right. You know, like you said, if you don't have a mask or if he has a mask on or whatever, he's not a spy, right?
Right.
But when you're in the game, playing the game, like, even if it takes 5 seconds to go, well, let's see, he doesn't have a mask on, so that, I remember the podcast, he said, that means he's not, hey, I just got backstabbed.
Yes.
You know, it's like, just,
too much thinking.
Just, if you just shot him or, you know, went up to him and started beating the crap out of him and he didn't die, then you know he's not a spy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. There's so many tips and things to remember when you're playing, but honestly, when it comes down to it, how can you know, like, all of these, well, I should do this, I shouldn't do that.
Listen to the podcast
simple.
over and over and over again until it's, you know, committed to memory and to just, you know, primal instinct, basically.
Yeah.
It
also helps if you buy a lowping.net server and practice on it a lot.
Nice.
I see what you did there.
Wow.
And lowpings.net is going to like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Lowpings.net, a new meme. Okay.
Wait, so if we move, since we're moving to lowpings.net, we don't have to play pantsless?
Nope. No, you can actually wear 2 pairs of pants now, they say.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Sweet.
Which will be good for those summer days.
Maybe that's what those extra, you know, 34 pings are for, is for your pants.
Ticks, you mean?
Ticks, yeah. So you can get 34 ticks in your pants.
And, you know, I was kind of, that's when you were asking me what I was doing and you thought I was searching for, I don't know, furry porn or whatever. That's what I was searching on to see what and there's a lot of different things, but it's all from like 2006.
Right.
And they're saying that there was supposed to be a patch to update it to where 100 tick did matter.
Okay.
But then I started searching for like
2006.
Yeah.
The game came out in 2007.
Beta, whatever.
Hey, Danish Bacon in the chat room said it first. Lowpings.net, drink. Nicely said. Okay.
Yes. Left 4 Dead.
14?
Yeah, did you do that last one? Or was that?
Johnny did.
Okay.
I lost track.
14, for the love of... we just did that one.
14.
Okay, 15. Okay. When playing offense, attack. Don't camp. Is that obvious?
Yeah.
It depends. You have to camp if you're a sniper.
Yeah, if you're a sniper. If you're, I don't know. Some people say camping is wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's saying, don't sit back and just sit back and...
It depends on the situation. If you're
fire.
If you're standing next to a hallway and a heavy is going to come barreling through any second, you should sit there and hide and wait.
But
as
that's
a pyro,
technically
I do
defense.
That. So I'm
offense.
But if you know that someone's going to be coming out of that respawn door any second now, that's camping?
Oh, wait. When you're playing offense. You're right. You're totally right. Okay, when you're playing offense.
I think the very act of waiting for someone to come to you is defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Isn't that ambush, though? Couldn't that be ambush?
Yeah, but that's still defense. That's not an attack. It's a defense.
I guess it'd be an ambush tactic used as a defense.
Right. So what it should really say is, while you're on offense, don't go defense. Okay. Which I think is totally logical.
You can ambush.
I guess they're just over there like that.
I'm still trying to get into my head what he's trying to say. Is he trying to say, like you're saying, don't defend if you're attacking, or is he saying don't go and actually camp to their respawn room?
I think he's saying don't sit around and wait. Wait
for them to come.
If that's what he's saying, I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
Good.
I think, but if he's saying don't camp their respawn, then I'm saying, obvious, maybe not, maybe so.
I think spawn camping is a valid strategy.
Exactly, and I do think it helps out. So,
just to reiterate,
depending on what you meant by that one, you're right or you're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, number 16, Pyro.
I like how he took it from attacking the idea to attacking the person.
Nice.
Don't just effing run forward with your flamethrower out. Take about half of the enemies. It's like a sea enemy.
Half the enemies.
Take out half of the sea enemy's health with your flamethrower, then retreat and spray them with shotgun shells. You avoid taking extra damage, and you're basically guaranteed a kill unless they have a medic nearby. Thanks to Rambo_6.
Okay, that's pretty obvious for pyros.
Really?
Yeah, if you're running at somebody with a flamethrower, like just flaming away, and you're not anywhere close to them for quite a while, it's...
Well, but his point is you've already hit them with some flame.
It says take out half of the enemy's health with your flamethrower, then retreat.
So obviously the case is you've already hit them with your flamethrower. You have already been within flamethrower range.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying don't stay there. Retreat and shoot them with your shotgun.
And you're basically...
Oh, I thought he was saying, like, basically don't run into someone and just, like, until they're dead. Like, run up, take about half off, and then get out of there and maybe pelt them with a shotgun.
Really?
That's kind of what I take from... I don't know. It's a really odd-formed question.
I'm a point...
It's hard to make a general statement like that, though, because in certain tactical situations, you just won't have the room to do that. Or if you're backing up, trying to retreat, you'll run into some of the environment and get stuck and then get killed.
And why would you not use your incredibly potent flamethrower at point-blank range while you've got somebody at point-blank range?
I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get out of it.
I like to try, if I
use it while you're there, but then get out.
I try and hit them first and then...
The longer you stay next to someone, the bigger chance you have of being dead.
Agreed.
And so if you get them half dead, there's no point in sticking around and finishing it off if there's no medic, right? Because if you get out of there, you've saved your health, whether you get killed or not, and they're probably going to die anyway.
Okay, I can buy that, but I'd go 3/4 health.
I'll go 3/4.
And if you're gonna go in, my other thing is, don't just stand there. Obviously, do circles around.
Well, yeah, circle strafe around him. What about burning him a little bit instead of running off? Axe him. Some questions.
Yeah, definitely for a heavy
extinguisher.
Definitely for a heavy. I think that's a very valid tactic. I mean, and you should.
I'm just not I'm not good at that. I'm not good at
either.
I don't do it.
But man, people who do it, holy crap! It is a really good tactic.
Yeah.
So I say perfect that move.
Yeah. Okay.
I should do that.
So we should have made this like a pyro episode. We got two of the the best pyros in the community here. It's just like no brainer.
Me and Johnny.
No, Eric and John.
They're like, there's at least 7 or 8 better pyros than me in the community.
I'm not going to disagree with him. No, I'm just kidding. So, okay, Johnny, you're next.
All right. Push the cart. It's the entire point of the game mode. Allow me to add
Now, wait. Okay, I agree to an extent.
Yep.
Because I have started some matches where I'm like, look, I'm a scout. I'm going to play a scout this round just to push the cart. Y'all go ahead and kill everybody in my way. How about that? And then we can keep the cart going ahead. Because so many times I see the whole team just gather around the cart. 9, 10, 12 people just sitting there like, hey, the cart's moving. Well, it's like the points, right? Once you got 4 people on there, it's not moving any faster.
This is not a good example because, say, for instance, in between point 1 or the first point and the second point on Badwater Basin, the entire goal, it takes no time to move the cart. The goal is for the team to dismantle all the defenses between the first checkpoint and the second checkpoint. Mm-hmm. So
now, and yes, and the other thing I see though that is a problem is no one moves the cart and everybody does that forward push, and then what they do is they get rid of everything, but then they run back to get the cart, and it's like by the time they get the cart up there, they've reset their defenses and it's reset. Yeah. So it's a combined force. You get up to 4 people on the cart or 2 scouts, and then everybody else push together and clear out the area for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think there's been a few times where it's like we spent so much time trying to blow up the defense that the next thing you know, you finally get the cart going again and you have like 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Push the cart, push the cart, push the cart. Okay. Number 18?
Yeah.
If you're about to go into overtime or you are already in overtime, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. Anyway. And get on that cart, get on that point, touch that intel, whatever.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're in overtime, get to doing whatever the objective is, right?
Yeah, kill is the second thing you want to do. More importantly, you need to make sure that the game doesn't end.
Right.
Yeah. In this one, there's a lot of effings in here. And I think this is one time where you could almost put in all those effings because this is very valid. I mean, this is...
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Fs in here. Tons.
And I think it needs it because there's so many times I see people running for a hiding spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's not even part of the game. Like, even what you lose.
What I hate is when all of a sudden you hit, there's a situation where the game is about to end and there is like one person on a cap point and a demo 15 feet away trying to shoot that guy on the cap point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, instead of running on the cap point and
doing it point blank. Even if he dies, he's got that person off that cap point. Yeah. I don't know.
And he could have just stopped him long enough for 3 people to arrive and get to the cap point, or an errant bullet to hit the scout in the head. Anything. The longer you keep the game alive, the better chance you have of winning, period.
Yep. As long as you're the better team.
Sometimes you just want to stay off that cap point. Let them win. But, I say rage quit at that point.
Who's next?
So, number 19, don't build your sentry next to a teammate sentry. You will kill less people overall, and it will be much easier to destroy them both.
Agreed. Try to avoid putting 2 sentries next to each other. You want to at least give them a little bit of distance so that the person with the Uber has to make a choice about which one they're going to go kill.
Yeah. Like we talked about last week.
Yep.
Don't try to compete with your fellow engineer.
Yeah.
Because his sentry has all the kills by putting one right next to him.
Yeah.
Because it's really pointless. Like the sticky bomb, the pile of sticky bombs is going to take out both instead of one, or the pyro circle strafing around them with an Uber. I mean, Yeah.
I did see something interesting though. We were playing Egypt and we were on defense, and there's that one defense map where the spawn is inside that building that has all those big fat columns right outside it, and we were putting sentry guns in between the various columns there. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that either the sentry or the column would block us from view. So all of us engineers could sit there and just run back and forth behind these columns and these sentries and repair whosever sentry needed to be repaired.
Okay.
And it was pretty sweet. And all of our sentries were in the same place, but it worked fairly well.
Speaking of, if you're working hand in hand with another NG with sentries, don't forget you can stand in front of their gun all you want.
Yep.
Yeah. True.
Number 20?
How
many more of these are there?
There
7?
are 27 total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we going to have time for anything else?
We'll see.
Are we going to have a
heard,
really
I
good
guess.
excuse for skipping some listener contributions?
Yeah. Number 20. I'll just do this one. It's called Team Fortress 2 for a reason. Work as a effing team or else you are doomed.
I thought they were going to say because it came after Team Fortress 1.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It did come after Team Fortress 1.
Well, we've talked about this many times. So yes, I'll just say this is obvious. In fact, we opened up the show talking about this being a team effort and Left 4 Dead being more of a team effort. But anyway, so yes, very obvious.
So we can skip 21.
What's 21?
Go on to 22.
What's 21? Is it a chief question?
It says point 18 applies for defending team as well.
Okay.
And we already talked about that.
Okay. Number 22.
For F's sake, if you're an engineer and you see a teammate's sentry being sapped, whack that damn sapper off. On that point, if a teammate is trying to build and you already have your stuff up, get the F over there and help him whether your stuff is upgraded or not. Be a team player and cuss a lot. It's better to have 2 level 1 sentries than a single level 2 sentry.
And it's better to use 2 effing words than 1 effing word.
That is effing correct.
F and A.
F nut.
Cool. Yes.
Okay.
We've discussed this many times. Team play with NG is very important.
Wait. It's better to have 2 level 1 sentries than a single level 2?
Wait, is that what that said?
I don't agree with
That
that.
is
No,
what it says
absolutely not.
I think get that 1 sentry up.
Oh, wait, what does it say? I was just thinking about all the Fs.
Yeah, me too. And I was reading it. I was like, it's better to have 2 level 1 sentries than a single level 2.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't think that's... And get the 1 up.
Now, the thing is, you can slap down yours, run over, help the other guy with your remaining 70 metal, and use your wrench hits to make sure that his sentry comes up faster.
Yeah,
Yep.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, actually, if you're not on offense, I even maybe applying to the sniper. Say you're on 2 fort, go engineer and help that engineer get his stuff up, and then go sniper. You know, your team's already crossed the board. Your offense has already crossed the board before their snipers are out anyway, for the most part. So you're not technically needed yet.
True.
True.
All right.
True.
20, ready for 23?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. Heavy being healed needs to watch his back as much as his medic. If the healer :X disappears from your HUD and you hear a scream, turn the frack around.
You won't hear the scream. You're just gonna die. It'll just be like sometimes I don't hear the backstab scream,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is.
Probably because you're going, and you can't hear it.
That really messes with the mic too. Anyway, yeah.
Well, you probably shouldn't play like that and scream a lot when you're playing. Was what I was saying. Let the game do it.
Well, the PCP it does it every time.
Yeah. PCP?
P.
Oh, yeah.
You do it. That changes things. Like if you say the PC, you know.
No, the PCP.
Nice. All right.
But there are those times when the medic's like blah 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 click, and you're like, oh, what happened to the medic? Well, he probably died. Turn around and look.
The thing is, usually if you're a heavy and you're sitting there shooting and your medic goes away, you're not going to be able to do anything before you get backstabbed anyway, probably.
So what you're saying is this just it makes number whatever above even more correct when he said to stab the medic first.
Yes.
Okay. 24.
24. If you are a medic and the person you are healing gets backstabbed, do not run off. You can defend yourself very well with your saw and or syringe gun. So
really?
Yeah.
You think so?
So that's exactly what you're just saying. Are you going to stick around and Rambo it out or go and hide?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think you should sit there and like duel the guy.
Yeah.
But, hightailing it backwards while you're shooting him or, keeping him at distance by swinging your weapon around, swinging your saw around is very valid, I think.
I think getting into a melee combat with a spy is just waiting for a face stab. One of those angles is gonna clip and it's gonna hit on the side and then you're down and it doesn't matter how many times you hit with that uber saw, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, back off and Blutz Algorithm.
Yeah.
And even with that weapon, I just don't. It is very rare for me to feel effective with medic weapons. I have not been a shadow medic for quite a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you want to retreat and fire while you're retreating.
I can do that.
Like you said, trying to get into a.
And what you're hoping is that while you backpedal, there's a pyro coming up behind you to take care of the situation.
Yeah.
25. If a teleport leads right behind the enemy lines, don't run right out into the open. It gives away the position of the teleporter. Wait till the teleport aura around you goes away. I can see that to a certain extent. I think it kind of also depends where the match is. If it's getting near the end, screw it. Get out there in the fight and try to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Your turn, Johnny.
Yeah. 26. Don't effing run into enemy lines if you're a medic unless you want to die.
I don't really get that one. That's a.
I don't have to want to die to run into the enemy lines. I just have to recognize that I have.
But that's a medic running out all Chuck Norris?
Let's say
that's the thing to me. It's like the lines are blurred after your spawn room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, where are we talking here? Are we talking don't run up to their spawn door and
knock on it and
don't run in front of anyone on your team?
And it also just totally depends. Like, okay, let's say there's a heavy, coming, and that's a bad example because I'd probably be healing the heavy and joining him. But let's say there's some other class that's moving forward, and if I can keep, let's say there's a sniper there, okay,
right,
and I can keep the sniper worried about his minigun while the rest of my team comes up. Sometimes my sacrifice might be worth it. But
I love how you put that.
My sacrifice?
Yeah.
Sounds so noble.
You're not saying don't run up and die. He's saying don't run up and try to kill people and kill people. You're saying, well, yeah, I'm going to run into him and I'm going to die. Which I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think the medic isn't that weak. I think he's a little more powerful than people are giving him credit for.
I think it's just me.
I'm not going to say that out loud on the podcast.
I think it's just me.
Yeah. No, it's you and a bunch of other people who don't know how to play medic.
Shot over.
So
I did get milestone 2 on Pyro on Saturday, by the way.
Yeah,
that's right.
I got my back burner.
Oh, nice! Finally.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did.
Are you liking it?
Huh?
Do you like it?
I don't like the weapon.
You always said you didn't like it.
Well, I didn't. No, I don't want it. I'm not going to use it.
Oh, okay. Be that way. Fine.
I feel like a dirty person for using it.
So
Really?
27.
27.
Hide the sniper. Hide the sniper. Is what it says, I guess, because it's all caps and periods and stuff.
Hide the sniper dot.
I use the
Totally
sniper
logical.
dot as a more of another game.
Yep.
Like maybe it suppresses some people from running out because they see the sniper dot.
Yep.
But if I'm actually trying to keep it from another sniper, then yeah, I'm gonna hide it off. I hide it off to the edge, to the left if there's a wall there, or to the right, depending on what side he's going to be coming out of.
Yep.
And then slide. Don't move your mouse to the right to try to hit him. Slide your body to the right. Strafe to the right, because you will stay on level and you will be able to blow his head off.
It's just to jump to the left.
And then a jump to the right. Put your hands on your hips.
And put your knees in tight.
It's a pelvic thrust.
Nice.
That really tells me this podcast is going off track.
So that, I guess, is the end of obvious gameplay points that people forget.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's obvious.
Wow,
Okay.
that was really long.
That's what
But it was a good
she said.
discussion, though.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Okay. So let's. This will shorten the show here.
See y'all next week.
Milkshake tunes.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We will not have a milkshake tune this week. Instead, he writes in. Would you like to read this, Wes?
Sure. Hello, Control Point. Milkshake here. Is that a good milkshake impression?
You know what? Don't tell anybody, but his voice changed this week. Last week, I think.
Uh-oh.
So he was really like, oh, man, I sound weird and scary. So next time you hear
Nivacaris' voice has been getting deeper, too.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. His first call in on the show.
Oh, I know. If you listen back to way back when he first called in, it was really high.
Yeah.
And now his voice is getting low.
Mudkip says, balls a drooping.
Yikes.
Should I put that on air?
I'm glad you brought that up.
I thought it was,
Anyway, hello, Control Point. Milkshake here. Sorry, but my computer has been majorly malfunctioning all this week. It's because you need to turn on your multi-core processing. So I could not finish the Mr. Demo Man collaboration in time for this week's Milkshake tune. So there'll be no Milkshake tune this week. This is the first time that I've been late for a Milkshake tune the whole time I have been doing this. But never feel. Love, true love. This means that Mr. Demoman collaboration deadline will be extended to Saturday, March 28th. Remember, look for the forum post in the Control Point forums titled Control Point Song Parody Collaboration. Everyone's submission is welcome. I'm sorry for the late milkshake tune, and I assure you that it will never happen again. Maybe.
Maybe.
And no, that did not shorten the segment at all. I think that was
yours truly. I drink your milkshake.
Yeah,
I drink your milkshake.
He felt bad about it.
I drink your milkshake.
I told him,
I drink your milkshake.
Just take a break
Drink your milkshake.
Sit back, take a break, or whatever, and because he needs it. So.
I think it was my terrible contribution to that collaboration that probably messed up his computer.
Nonsense.
Oh no, I guarantee it.
Nonsense.
Did you sing a track for him?
Yeah, I did like one verse, something about the sniper or something.
Didn't you write some lyrics too? You wrote some lyrics for something.
I've been writing some stuff for some people, but been a while.
Yeah.
It's not fanfic, is it?
Like TF2 furry fic?
It's furry porn scripts.
No, I wrote the I'm Burning You.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm Burning You. Yeah.
So now...
I'm working on a couple others for him.
Are you ready to do your dun-duns, John?
Yeah, I'm ready with the dun-duns.
Listener contributions.
Dun.
Excellent.
We haven't done the full song like that in quite a while. So.
I know.
Thank God.
We need to pull all those out. We should pull those out and run those again. And that way we can listen to him in the Ashcast and listen to him before his voice changed in the little things. That would be cool.
Nostalgia. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I have to say, I liked when Brent replaced Dun Dun with Govna a few episodes back. Like that one.
You notice the tiny things. You love us. Anyway, we have an MP3. This is from Killdrone. And here we go.
Hey, CB host, Killdrone here with a quick question regarding longevity. And no, this isn't a That's What She Said joke. Given that all the updates for TF2 have been taking about 4 or 5 months apiece, would you say that TF2 is still going to be popular whenever all the classes are updated? And if not, will you still be doing Control Point until the bitter end? So as always, love the show, keep up the good work, and until next time,
I'll be seeing you.
So...
No, the game will no longer be fun. No one will be playing it. And yes, we will be doing the podcast way past the date we stopped.
Yes. Defying all logic, we are still enjoying doing this show. Additionally, defying all logic and the fact that we jumped the shark 40-something episodes ago, our numbers are higher than they've ever been. Yeah. And we are going back up the iTunes charts again. Mm-hmm. And I'm
a resurgence, if you will.
Yes, I am baffled. I am confused. You will, if you are in the chat room beforehand, you will hear me express my consternation at the unbelievable confusion of the people who listen to this podcast week after week. But you do it, and I have fun doing it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to be like totally serious on the show. Is this? We hear something.
Where's the elevator music?
Oh, this
I
is
heard an ice cream truck.
It's an ice cream truck driving by. We can hear it in the background. That's pretty neat. But
I
it's
want one with chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, I'm going to get a Rocket Pop. I'll be back.
Rocket Pop. Anyway, thanks for the question.
But yes, I suspect we will. I mean,
we'll be doing it until people don't listen. That's really the answer, right?
When we show up on Sunday and it's just the three of us and Nivek in the chat room,
then
it's a good sign. It's time to hang it up.
Yeah. Next, we have a video. Did Destrutor make this?
Destrutor. Yes, he did.
Destrutor. He made a video. It's called Sentry versus Sentry. And his message with that video says, "Hey, Destrutor here. I decided to finally put this question to sleep. Question being, what happens if two sentries are built by Engies in opposing teams but are built at exactly the same time?" And he made a video.
Yes. And the video is done with bots, and he's basically placing the two sentries down at the same time, and you see them explode at the same time. It's really cool.
Yep. And who wins? Is that the one you showed?
Red always wins.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
No, it's actually...
Red always wins.
You'll have to watch the video and see. No, the fact is they kill each other, so...
Red always wins because you feel good about yourself afterwards.
This one from Fried Gold. Hey, Control Point, Fried Gold here. While messing around on Duel 3, I discovered a glitch. If you get stunned by the Sandman and kill yourself, the person gets a kill and an assist point. For example, Nailhead plus Nailhead finished off Wes Wilson. P.S. If you're wondering why I killed myself, I was being constantly stunned. PS2, chances are you're talking about Left 4 Dead. Stop talking about Left 4 Dead. I think we've seen this, right? It's not a glitch on Duel 3. Well, oh no, he's just saying he was on Duel.
Yes.
It's a glitch with the Sandman, and that is true. There was a video that we referred to last week that actually showed proof of that.
Yep. And that's why it's banned from CEVO.
Oh, you think so?
No, I'm just making that up.
Oh, okay. Well, I know. It's a good observation.
Fished in.
So, yeah. Anyway, so they'll be fixing that, I'm sure.
You want to read the next one, Brent?
I'm busy watching the video. Go for it.
Okay. This is from CP Mr. Happy.
That's a happy name.
Dear Control Point, I love your podcast and have listened to it for about a year now. I come to you with only one question. What a wise man.
Well, that'll make Brent happy.
Yes.
Question. And there's more than one question mark here. So I don't think you did ask just one question.
Son of a burp.
How do you think the speculated bomb cart race game type featured as a background image at the Scout update will play if it gets released? Do you now here's the second question. Do you think it will face the same fate as Arena game type did? And he says, personally, I think it would be a fun addition to TF2 if designed correctly.
It was something they put in there to fool everybody. It's not actually coming. Sorry.
I disagree. I think it will be a valid map type one day. I think it will be fun.
Follow through.
No.
Yeah.
Why are you so angry?
Because you're angry.
Just give up.
Because my balls are dropping. Wait, that's not me. I guess I don't have to be angry.
But yeah, I think it'll be a fun game type. I think I do think that just the two hills, I'm not sure that's enough for that particular. Like, I think there needs to be. I'm
pretty sure there's more than just the two hills to the game.
Yeah. There needs to be some more complexity to it.
Yeah. You would hope so. But that's weird that they put something in, like a preview that wasn't coming out with the Scout. Maybe it's coming out with the next update, but that's a really long prelude to, like, why'd they do that?
Maybe the next class is coming out next week.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe tonight. Maybe it's already out.
That would be awesome.
Here's another one. Here's an MP3 sent in by Sliced Bread.
I love bread.
Hey CP, this is Sliced Bread with my semi-weekly tip. Pardon me if I sound a little funny, I seem to be losing my voice. My first tip this week is kind of useless, but I thought it was funny. You can, as a scout, if you can switch to your bonk after you lose the game and the other team's running around critting and you can't see your weapon, you can still eat or drink your bonk and have the invincibility after the game is over. And my second tip, and a lot of you have probably figured this out, but I think I need to point it out because it's a finger saver, is toggle heal. If you go to options and then multiplayer and then click advanced options, there's a way to set it so whenever you're a medic and you point the heal gun at someone, you click and then it heals until you click again or lose your target, so you don't have to hold down the click as you follow someone around. My question for this week is, what is one easily implemented change you would like to see Valve implement? Mine would be a toggle minigun spin up. Thanks for the great show. See ya.
Many thanks!
Toggle minigun spin up?
Oh, and remove the sniper or spy doesn't count as a change.
Yeah, it does.
I like how he threw that in. I don't know.
I don't know what he means by I mean, that's what the right click is spin up your minigun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't understand what he's talking about.
Toggle spin up.
I knew about the bonk thing.
Yeah.
I knew about the vulnerability from bonk after the game was over.
Right.
The medic auto follow or the auto heal thing, I don't like it. I prefer to just hold the button down.
Ouch.
Well,
you don't have to explain. If you like it, you like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so I don't want to hear any lip out of you.
Son of a gun. That was a little angrier of a throw than I thought it was going to be.
Potato chip wars over here.
You want more?
Chips are delicious.
He asked if we had an idea for a small a small change to implement into the game. Like, I can't really think of anything small that would be added to the game. Like, I'm really satisfied with everything. I have a big change, however, I would love to see is destructibles, like destructible buildings and things. Just, you know, like Crisis or something that really uses some physics. I know I'm asking for, you need a quad core and.
Well, no, they have destructible buildings.
No, it creates a decal of a gunshot and then it fades away later. That's lame.
No, where you blow away a wall and it goes away and then you can run through the hole.
That's what I want.
They have that.
I've never seen that.
What map?
They got those everywhere.
What map?
What are y'all talking about?
What map?
Maybe I'm thinking Left 4 Dead.
You are.
Yeah.
I swear they've got on maps. Warpath. You go downstairs under the bridge and you go to the end and you blow it up.
Oh, okay. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Well, they got it.
Well, there's no. I want Steam. I want Valve to implement it.
It's implemented in a map that plays on TF2.
Yeah, but I want it on everything. Like 2 Fort. I want it on.
They have it on
Dust
DB
Bowl.
Heights.
On what?
DB Heights, the PL DB Heights. It's like Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl. It's the PL Dust Bowl, but it's called DB Heights, and there's a couple spots where there's some destructible stuff where you can get through.
Oh, okay.
Unless they changed it. It's been a while since I played it, though.
I mean, it may be something where Valve just doesn't like it. Like, supposedly they don't like elevators.
I don't think
so maybe they don't use it, but it is a feature of map making, and people can make it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's there. So you're lucky. You got it.
Well, I'd like to see various levels of certain buildings. Like, maybe even this would be a time thing. Like, I think it would be really cool for there to be, like, maps where the terrain changed as the time elapsed.
Are you talking about, like, real time or as in, like, during the game?
Like, during the game. So, like, let's say we're playing a game and 5 minutes in, a particular building that's on fire is going to collapse and it's going to leave some rubble that's going to allow me to get to a certain ledge. And so the actual tactics of the game change depending on what stage of the game you're in.
That'd be really cool. That's a good idea.
That'd be neat.
So time is an element.
Yeah.
In the game. More than just, the time's up.
Right.
It'd be like at 2.
Basically making it harder for, like, defense or something.
Right.
As time goes on or something.
That's pretty. I like that.
Or something like, if you had some kind of a train thing,
You only get one, man.
Well, no, I'm just going with my idea. Or like if you had a train thing and cars would drop off as the game continued. Like, as the game went on, the space that you played in got tighter and tighter.
Oh. Wow.
So.
Like the trash compactor in Star Wars.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
That's neat.
No.
Like, yeah.
Oh, wait,
like
yes.
a dual 2. But this would be dual 4, and the walls just keep getting smaller.
Yeah, with spikes, and they just get closer.
In the respawn room.
Yeah. In the respawn room. You want to read this one?
Scorch. Yeah, sure.
Hey, I wasn't done. I didn't get to do mine.
Oh, okay.
What's up? Y'all don't care about mine? Fine, let's go on. Scorch. Here's Scorch's question. Go on.
Well, I've been waiting for Scorch's question.
Well, it's coming on right up right now.
There we go. Hey, guys, Scorch here. My question is, what do you think the purpose of the sticky bomb spikes are? I was looking closely at sticky bombs and was observing the spikes and wondered, do the spikes shoot out or are they used for clinging? You decide.
I think they're used for clinging, because if you look real close on a spider, they have tiny little spikes to help them cling.
I think people call them sticky bombs because they stick to places, but I think they stick to places because they have spikes. And really, they're not sticky bombs. They're spiky bombs.
Right.
But I like the idea of like a pineapple
Well,
grenade.
maybe it's sticky, like sticking you with a needle. Sticky bombs.
Okay, I will. No. That's stupid. If spiky wasn't so similar to sticky, I would say yes, but...
Yeah. Sticky bombs. That's like donut holes. Those are like sticky too.
Yeah, sort of.
And they don't explode.
Like they should turn them into honey buns, right? That would be a sticky bomb, right? You're shooting honey buns that blow up onto the wall.
I like
Those would be so delicious.
Yeah.
Donuts, and then you blow them up.
Sweet.
Okay, so we have our fourth week of rapid fire questions from Rusty Bullets.
Yeah,
Rusty
we
Bullet.
do. Rusty Bullet, okay.
And are you going to be on pause this time, Eric? Are you going to do the whole pause button thing if we need it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So
Are we going to go in clockwise order?
We'll start with Brent, like we always do. You want to just always do that?
Should we always start with me?
Well,
whatever. Sounds good. Perfect.
We like to pretend that we always start with you so you feel important.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for the next rapid fire.
The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Alrighty then. What is your favorite way to die, shot or gibbed?
Gibbed.
Who is the oldest class?
Soldier.
Who is the youngest class?
Scout.
Crit rockets, or the requirement for a dispenser here.
What? Crit rockets.
Face palm or face punch?
Face palm.
Milky Way or Twix?
Neither.
Which class questions or more unlock ideas?
Pause it. Which class questions?
I heard it. I just my brain's freezing because I hate them both.
I want to know the answer.
So
This is
badly.
important. This is what the pause button is for. I want to know your answer to this. Do you want more which class questions or more unlock ideas?
Neither.
That's not the question. The question is...
He said neither before.
It doesn't matter. He cheated. You don't need to cheat. I want to know what your
Milky
answer
Way.
is.
See what I did there? That's not fair. It's not fair. How did it get here? I'm going to have to say, oh God.
Unlock ideas. You know you want it. You know you want some hot unlock ideas.
Which class questions?
Oh, wait, you want more of which class questions?
No, I don't want more of either. But if I had to choose one of those, that
Really?
would be, yeah.
Wow, I'd rather have unlock ideas than...
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
But no, seriously. He jumped the shark? Ass clowns or AFKs?
Ass clowns.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
What's inside the box?
Cake.
Is that what she said?
Is that what she said?
Oh, no, that's not what she said.
If the heavy was made of bacon, does that mean that the soldier is made of pork ribs?
No, he's made out of rump roast.
McRibs.
Which class would be made of ice cream?
That would be the medic.
I like that. Ice cream.
The hurting or the healing?
The healing.
Is it Christian or Christian?
Christian.
Are those, hey, how do you pronounce my name questions stupid?
Yes, they're very stupid. The worst questions in the world.
When disguising as a spy, which class would you disguise as? Pyro or Demo Man?
Demo in a heartbeat.
What fruit would the pyro be?
Pineapple.
That's what I was going to say, too.
I was going to say a flaming pineapple. That is so weird.
Wow, no wonder we host a show together.
Sweet.
Who is sexier, the spy, scout, or demo?
Spy.
Yeah.
Because I can kind of,
He can disguise as a chick.
Yeah, nice.
That was awkward.
Yes, it was.
Lowpings.net or uberservers.com.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Low pings! Lowpings.net all the time, baby.
Nice answer.
Best flavor of bonk? Cherry fission or plutonium berry?
Cherry fission. I like cherry.
If bonk was a real-life energy drink, but it costs $4 for a 125 milliliter can, would you buy it?
See, I think that's how much all of them cost, right?
Yeah.
The only reason I ever bought them was just as a shtick for the show, right?
So
no.
I chose cherry, which means red. It was red and blue question. I failed.
How many milliliters are in that can of Monster?
This has 16 fluid ounces.
That's not milliliters. How many milliliters are in that can of Monster?
473.
So basically a quarter of that can for $4. Shoo, no.
That's what you're paying for Red Bulls.
I don't buy Red Bulls. I'll buy Monsters. You pay the same for Monsters that you do for Red Bulls.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
But you get 4 times the size. I'm all man. No. I wouldn't buy it. No.
Next question.
Oh, good point.
This one is just for Brent. Do you think that discussion about fetishes for bread equals server jumped the shark?
I'm not sure I understand. I think discussions about fetishes with bread is just fine.
Yeah, nice. So much bread talk this episode.
Bread.
Obviously an inside joke.
I bet it was from Bolmedius, too.
Novicomus or Nivicaris?
Novicomus.
Nivicaris.
Mario Kart or Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk.
Should they put in more TC maps?
Novicomus.
TC map?
More maps is good. Doesn't matter what kind.
I'm not quite sure what TC is.
Territory control.
So special thanks go out to Bolmedius. Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong all those other times. Polterjunge, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Invisible Ted, Chimera, Mr. Happy, Nubs Love Cake, Christian, Johnny Napalm, Frostbite, Zorg Lord, Random Things, Panellini, Meatwad, Fried Gold, and Fluoride Dragon. And that is the end of this rapid fire. Okay, guys, see you next time.
Did it just say we were weak?
I thought this was about weak. Yeah, nice job again. Nice job.
Yes.
Ooh, Rusty Bullet, thank you.
And I like the pausing. That helped out. Was that hard for you to do?
No, not at all. So that works out. It makes it not so quick fire, but...
I'm going to bring Johnny back.
Johnny, are you there?
Yep, still here.
Cool. Okay, good.
All righty then. So, moving on. The last thing we got here is an email from Dennis N. N as in... What do you think N stands for?
Nigeria.
Not a spy.
Nasty man.
I like that. Tell me, are Ash Williams related in any way to Spencer Williams?
Related? Okay, you know how kind of both their voices really grate on your nerves, and the stuff they say is sometimes really funny, and the only reason you listen to the rest of it is because the funny stuff is so funny that it makes up for all the annoying stuff? Yes, that's exactly how Spencer Williams and Ash Williams are related.
Yeah. He said he tried asking Ash, but he's so full of himself. So I think he's lying about his unknown past with Spencer.
I think he may be full of Spencer, if you know what I mean.
And then and then he goes on with compliments. Thanks, and I love your show. Brent, you're so funny that I fall out of my chair every time you speak. Eric, you're so schmexy that my monitor is almost condensating, and I can't speak.
Monitors can condensate?
And Wes, you're just awesome.
I am just awesome.
And then he references the Wes laughing fit is hilarious.
Yeah. I've been playing the remix of Are We Done? For some people at work, and they're really getting a kick out of it. But the fake laugh at the beginning is so incredibly annoying. I hate listening to it.
Really?
Yeah. It was they
I love that remix, by the way.
Are we done?
Are we done?
Speaking of, yes, we are.
No.
Damn.
The anticlimactic answer to the long awaited question is what does N stand for? It's Nilsson.
Okay. We got Fritz question of the week.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is.
Show notes. Know what that means?
Yeah, that's what that means.
Yeah, because we've never gotten show notes wrong.
Yeah. All right, if Fred has another question, here it is.
Hey guys, Ifrit here. My question this week is this. If and when Valve makes TF3, do you want to see another version of Two Fort? See ya.
So, do we want to see another version of Two Fort?
Yes.
With TF3?
Yes.
Yes, I think definitely so. They'll have new mechanics, right? New stuff going on, and it'll have to be balanced right.
Well, yeah, and it'll be completely different because it'll be in automobiles.
Yep.
Oh.
And the medical have his little syringe mobile. That'll be awesome.
And of course, the chief will be there, so there'll have to be a lot of stuff in the sky to fly and stuff like that. So,
but really, it's a good map. You just get sick of it.
Yeah, it'll be. But this is the future of these online games. It'll be like 64 versus 64 instead of 12 on 12, and it'll be huge maps with automobiles and big ramps that you'll go up into the forts, and then you'll have to jump out once you get there. Kind of.
That'd be so nice. Everything will be destructible.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So you could collapse it down on top of yourself if you're not careful, right? If you're just shooting rockets anywhere.
And then the sniper will have an orbital laser platform.
And they'll, yeah. I like it.
I want helicopters. Will it be helicopters?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But they'll be called ornithopters.
Oh, nice.
I see what you did there.
Zero casting costume. Those bad boys.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get into surveillance. We'll brush through these.
Well, they're all videos, it looks like.
Yep, these are all videos.
So let's just link to them.
We will.
Done. Good job. Shout out. See y'all later.
This one, TF2 Circle of Blood WoW Arena, the one I mentioned earlier, comes from Cyan. He tweeted about this, and I thought it was worthy of checking out. So check that video out. Also, we have a video. The guys over at Got Frag are producing a weekly video compilation of the top 10 plays from CEVO, ESCA, ETF, 2L 6v6 matches. And these are really cool. Top 10 crazy plays, good stuff. Some amazing, some not so amazing. But they're going to do that weekly. And anyway, I think that's really cool that they're making a compilation of that. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. You just show me the awesome stuff. So anyway, that's really cool. Also have another video called The Aviator. This is concept art for a new class called The Aviator. And man, this guy did a really good job. Like professionally, really looks like TF2, like Valve would have done it. Anyways.
Right. Is his rock, paper, scissors class schizophrenia? Is that what happened to he?
Schizophrenia?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, that was really obscure, huh?
That was way too
obscure. Did you ever see the movie The Aviator?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, now do you
with
get it?
What's his name?
Yeah, now do you get it?
No, I still don't get it.
Okay.
So check that out. Also, another video.
Wave in the future.
Another video. Ultimate Battle Turret Punisher.
Dun dun dun.
This is a video where it's turret versus turret, but it's like a crap load of red turrets and a crap load of blue turrets all erecting at the same time on this big long column, and they just go at it. It's really cool. And it shows that one team wins, even though they're placed precisely at the same time. One team wins. And watch the video and find out who it is. Another video here, the last video on the list, is Meet the Scout Outtakes. This was emailed from Scorch. This is kind of an old video. We just never mentioned it on the show. But it's funny outtakes, as if you're to watch the Scout Valve trailer or whatever, Meet the Scout, with outtakes. It's humorous. All right. So there's a bunch of videos. Check out on the links on the show notes. And we're going to do the Player of the Week.
Who is it?
Johnny Napalm.
Are we done yet?
Thank you very much.
Are we done?
We got a shout out.
We got a shout out from.
Is it someone's birthday? Because that hasn't been there for 5 weeks or 6 weeks.
No.
This is a shout out from Scorch to Karizi, who first introduced him to this epic podcast.
KEISUKEgumby, you are good, huh?
He's so crazy. And that's it. What do you have any final words, Johnny, about anything?
No, not really.
Life
it was
in
fun to
general?
be here.
Good.
Sweet. And that was probably a 2-hour episode.
And I would have to say, out of the 100 people that showed up to begin with, we only lost 40. Hey, we kept 60% of our listenership over an hour.
It was around the
2
time
hours.
when Brent was talking about the
ball droppings.
No, it was a soldier taking a dump or something.
That's when things just took a turn.
Yeah, we should get some of those little dials so that while you're listening to the show, you can see.
Like when they were doing the debates.
Yeah. By the way, give us a call. Call us up at 256-513-4772. We haven't had any calls in a while. Give us some calls so we can put your phone calls in the air. Also, get on iTunes. Give us a review. Always like getting iTunes reviews, and it helps us move up the charts.
And Johnny Napalm, you have anything you want to pimp out, your Twitter or your website or anything?
No, I mean, I'm on Twitter as mcurfus, but I don't really put a lot of cool stuff out there. So, but if you want to follow me, great.
I'll vouch for him. He doesn't.
So in lieu of that, just come on over and join me at BrentCopeland.com.
.com. Yeah, you have a blog now.
.com.
We're all on Twitter, Nailhead, Chaos_CP, Wes Wilson. And that finishes out episode 68. Next episode, 69.
69, dude.
Oh, God.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point.
Victory.
Every one of you deserves a medal.
A podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello, I'm Phaser, and I am here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to play neat custom maps? No, says the man in a pub, we know only official ones. No, says the man being admin, they weigh too much. No, says the man on the forum, they will suck anyway. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose PL Waste. A map where both teams can push one cart in the opposite directions. Where the layout is S-shaped like Badlands with a theme from Well. Where the attackers are gratified with a huge explosion of the enemy base. And with the sweat of your brow, PL Waste can become your favorite map as well. It is officially 100% guaranteed to be made of awesome and win.
Buena garantía.
Hey Control Point, this is Legion. Just weighing in on episode 67 during the discussion of TF2 etiquette. Several of you expressed annoyance at people who call for medic even if they're at 100% health. I just want to say that there are several very good reasons why you'd want to overheal someone who's already at full health. For example, as a demo man, I can sticky jump into the enemy's backfield. I can wreak all kinds of havoc on their snipers, on their teleport entrances, on their other NG buildings, etc. But between the damage from takeoff, the fall damage, and the enemies I'll encounter once I land, this tactic really only works if I'm fully overhealed, which is one reason why I will sometimes hit the medic key even if I'm at 100% health. Certainly, if there's another teammate who's low on health or on fire or something like that, the medic should make them the priority. But please don't not heal me if you've got nothing better to do, just out of spite. So that's it. Keep up the good work, and I hope to see you on the server.
Ladies and gentlemen, something terrible is happening to our spy crab population. You can help save the spy crab with just a $15 donation each month. An engineer can build sentries. Pyros can be relocated to farming maps. And you can help save the spy crab. By becoming a member of the Spy Crab Foundation, you will receive a picture of your sponsored Spy Crab. Thank you.
Dead Workers Party Network. We're easy like Sunday morning.